My friends, Moscow just got a wake-up call louder than a nuclear alarm clock. Lieutenant General Igor Kirillov, Russia's chemical warfare maestro, has gone from crafting toxins to becoming one himself. Meow. Let's dive into this explosive story, shall we? On December 17th, at precisely 6 in the morning, Ryazansky Prospect became the stage for an impromptu fireworks display. Our dear friend Kirillov, appointed back in April 2017 as the head honcho of Russia's nuclear, biological and chemical defense forces, decided to start his day with a bang. And by bang, I mean a bomb cleverly disguised as an innocent electric scooter that went boom faster than you can say remote detonation. Now, my friends, this wasn't just any old military bloke getting his morning commute interrupted. Kirillov was the big cheese when it came to all things nasty in warfare. He'd been wagging his finger at Ukraine, accusing them of chemical weapon shenanigans, while allegedly orchestrating his own toxic symphony. Oh, the irony! The Ukrainian Security Service had charged him just the day before with deploying banned chemical weapons, citing over 4,800 instances of such delightful party favours. Talk about holding a grudge. The explosive device packed quite a punch, equivalent to 300 grams of TNT. That's enough to redecorate your entire apartment block without hiring an interior designer. Witnesses reported it sounded like construction work at first. Because who doesn't start major renovations at 6 in the morning, right? The blast shattered windows, turned snow into a crimson canvas, and left Moscow's top brass wondering if they should start commuting in tanks instead of Teslas. Apparently, Moscow's top-notch security couldn't tell the difference between a harmless scooter and a rolling time bomb. Stellar work, chaps. One has to wonder if they were too busy playing with their own chemistry sets to notice. Who knew the next big thing in Russian transportation would be exploding scooters? Talk about a blast from the past. The Ukrainian Security Service, not one to shy away from a bit of boasting, claimed responsibility faster than you can say we didn't do it. They described Kirillov as a war criminal and an entirely legitimate target. Because meow, nothing says justice like a bit of explosive retribution, eh? This fits into a rather concerning pattern, my friends. It seems Ukraine has developed quite a taste for taking out Russian bigwigs. Just last week, they turned missile scientist Mikhail Shatsky into a permanent stargazer, and before that, naval officer Valery Trankovsky found himself on an unscheduled trip to Davy Jones's locker. The international community's response was about as useful as a chocolate teapot, all melty condemnation and no actual substance. The UN Security Council is furiously drafting a strongly worded letter. That'll show 'em. Meanwhile, legal experts are scratching their heads, trying to figure out if he started it is a valid defense in international law. Former President Dmitry Medvedev, always one for measured responses, has promised imminent revenge. One can only imagine what that entails. Perhaps they'll retaliate by sending exploding matryoshka dolls to Ukrainian officials. I hear the Kremlin's considering banning all scooters. Next thing you know, they'll be conducting background checks on bicycles. Economically speaking, this little fireworks display might just set off a chain reaction. Military spending in Russia is likely to skyrocket faster than a North Korean missile test. After all, when your top brass is being turned into confetti, you tend to beef up security a tad. Meanwhile, the stock prices of companies specializing in blast-proof scooters are through the roof. If you're as gobsmacked by this explosive turn of events as I am, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more atomic updates. After all, you never know when the next scooter might go boom. As for the future, well, my crystal ball is in the shop, but I'd wager we're in for more fireworks. Russian officials are probably eyeing their morning commute with newfound suspicion. Is that a scooter, or am I about to be turned into borscht? They must be wondering. Stay tuned, my friends. At this rate, the next big Russian export might just be confetti, made from shredded military uniforms. We'll be back soon with more. I'm Ron de Parmesan for Newscats. Thanks for tuning in.